Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Taisha. Thank you so much for joining me for today's brand new video. So as you guys can see from the title, I have another drugstore video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying them. So you guys, Profusion released a bunch of new palettes, and you guys know my love for Profusion makeup. I love their eyeshadow palettes because you get to try like a bunch of different looks but without spending too much money. So they released a bunch, you guys, of new palettes, each with its own like little theme. So I'm super excited to show you guys what looks I came up with and also review them for you guys. This is not like a full-on makeup tutorial because I did want to focus on the eyeshadow palettes and create little looks for every single one. We're just focusing on the eyes today and not the whole entire face. So yeah guys, that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first eyeshadow palette I want to talk about is this one because it's $5. So we're gonna do 5, 10, and then 13. So I haven't tried any Profusion $5 palettes till this day, and you guys, I already went and ordered the emerald and the, which one was it, the neon one, because they have a neon one and I need that one in my life. So maybe I'll do like a under $5 full face makeup or something, because this palette retail for $5, and in my personal opinion I feel like they're super pigmented and super easy to blend out. So I created a little small tutorial for you guys using this palette. So the first color I went ahead and applied all over my lid was the shade Sizzle, which is a really pretty rusty orange look. This palette low-key reminds me a lot of the Jaclyn Hill times Morphe palette. That whole red area, I feel like it's super similar. So if you haven't had the chance to try that palette out, I would recommend you just get this one if you want that palette only for the reds. So yeah guys, I just went ahead and applied that on my crease, and then I also grabbed like a little smaller brush and applied the shade Rouge. Just keep in mind, these palettes do have a lot of fallout, so make sure you're either doing your foundation afterwards or you tap your brush a lot, because they do have a lot of kickback. So I went ahead and did that, and then I applied Ruby all over the lid, blending it up towards my crease, and that's how I created that really pretty smoky reddish eye. You know, it's super pretty, especially if you have like brown eyes and then you do like a really pretty red liner and then a lot of lashes, like, you know, wispy lashes. I feel like that will be such a pretty look. So I did that, and of course I had to use one of the shimmers, so I went ahead and applied Orbit on the center of my lid, just blending it all messily because I had a lot of palettes to try out, so I didn't want to do anything, you know, too crazy. So that's the look I created, you guys, and from what I can tell you is that this palette is super pigmented. I feel like the shimmers are really pretty. The shade that I applied, it's more of a topper shade, and this one is more pigmented. And then I'll go ahead and swatch this one. You see how pretty they are? For only being $5, I do feel like this palette is worth it. You are gonna get a lot of fallout, just keep that in mind. But personally, me, I feel like the mattes blend great and everything just works really nice. So that's my opinion when it comes to this palette. I have not tried the other ones yet, but once I do, I'll do a videos for you guys. But one of my favorite ones, and it just gives me a lot of the JH, you know, vibes. Let me go ahead and get it. Alright, so I have my Jaclyn Hill palette here that honestly I haven't really used since my review. So this is what it looks like. You see that area right there, the red tones? I feel like it's super similar to this palette. So if you haven't had the chance to buy this one, because it is $39, here you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You get 10 eyeshadows for $5, and I think it's definitely worth the money. So really like this palette. Then the next palette I went ahead and tested were the $10 palettes. So this palette right here retails for $10, like I said, and I did end up picking all the new ones, I believe. So we have a really pretty one, you guys. This is the Nude Bliss palette. This is so gorgeous. I feel like it kind of gives me Huda Beauty vibes, you know, like nude palette that's $60. I feel like you get the same purplish neutral colors, more towards the pink and purple side, which that Huda Beauty palette does the exact same thing. So I went ahead and did a simple look. I went in without going in camel, which is the basic matte colors. This one has the same amount of fallout, maybe even a little bit more than the $5 ones, but just keep in mind Profusion palettes will give you a lot of fallout. That's the only bad thing in my opinion, and then I'll get into it later, another thing I noticed. So I went ahead and did that, and then I applied Siesta all over my eyes. And you guys, this palette kind of gives me Anastasia vibes too. If you compare the Norvina palette and the Soft Glam palette, I feel like you get the same type of concept. Even the Amrezy palette a little bit, you know, but you get that really pretty vibe that a lot of higher end brands like to do. So I applied Siesta all over my eyes and blended it out. And then I believe for my lid color, I went in with Studio, which is a really pretty dark color that has a lot of shimmer to it. It's really, really pretty and unique. This is perfect for that smoky, sexy eyes, you know, if you're going like date night at home or whatever. That I feel like this is really, really pretty. So I went ahead and did that. And that's all I did for the eyes. And then the inner corners, I wanted to try out the shade Upscale, which, you guys, is one of the prettiest shades ever. The shimmers in this palette, it's super, super nice and pretty and buttery and a lot of glitter, which I personally like. So this, I will consider it to be a really pretty, basic, everyday neutral palette. You know, you're not getting extreme pigment like higher end brands, but for only $10, I feel like you get enough to make a really pretty look, a really soft glam look. So yeah, that's my opinion on the Nude Bliss palette. Let me know what you guys think, but I feel like it's giving us Anastasia Huda Beauty vibes, and I would personally recommend it if you're looking for, you know, a more neutral palette. I'll go ahead and swatch some shimmers. By the way, you do get pressed glitters on this one. You see, some shimmers are more like toppers than others. Some of them are like intense shimmers, the other ones are more toppers for the inner corner and stuff. But yeah, just overall super nice. Just keep in mind, again, you're gonna get a lot of fallout and you do have to work with the palette. Something I noticed is the darker colors on Profusion palettes are just not it. They're not pigmented at all. They just don't show up as good. It could be because there is a lot of fallout, so when you're blending, the colors kind of blending away. So that's something I wish Profusion could get better at. But if you're not really into darker eyeshadows, then you are gonna like this palette, you know. But if you're looking for a rich, intense, darker color, then you're not gonna like Profusion palettes, because for me personally, I feel like they're not that intense when it comes to darker colors. And then the second $10 palette, this is the one I'm currently wearing on my eyes for that really pretty sunflower yellow vibe makeup that I have going on. This is personally one of my favorite colors for spring and summer. So this is the Gold Rush palette, also known as the yellow palette, you know. Super, super pretty, you guys. Tell me this shade right here doesn't remind you of Huda Beauty, like the pattern and everything. This shade is called Wow, and it is so pretty. The first time I swatched it, I was like, wow. It has a lot of really pretty like glitter shine to it. It has like yellow, blue, purple. I don't even know how to explain it. This is a shade you definitely need to go and swatch yourself, you know, because it's so pretty. By the way, I order everything online. I'm not sure if I told you guys. I haven't actually swatched this one, so let me go ahead and do so. That's what those shimmers look like. The shimmers are actually really, really pretty and decent. I personally like them. And you do get another topper shade or another pressed glitter shade, which technically are not eye safe, so make sure you guys use like a glitter glue so it doesn't get inside your eye. So for this look, you guys, I just went ahead and applied Camel, which is a really pretty brown color. I love the browns of all these palettes, so I did that with the fluffy brush. And then I just went ahead and applied Serendipity, which is a really pretty mustard darker yellow. I love the variety you get. I can't even say that word, but I get, you know, the shades you get of yellow tones in this palette. And then I cut the crease because I really wanted an intense yellow color. So if you guys want an intense color, make sure you use like a lighter concealer or something. And then I apply what is this called, Busy Bee. So I applied BCB all over the eyelids, and I created this really pretty like sunflower yellow cut crease. I haven't done a cut crease like this in a while, so I know it looks kind of crazy, but I really like the way it turned out. I noticed there is a lot of fallout and there's a lot of packing you have to do. You're not gonna get intense pigmentation. The mattes are something you do have to work with a little bit more, especially you guys if you're putting them like all over your lid. I feel like you're fine, but if you want to do looks like this where you're packing on a matte shadow, you are gonna take a little bit longer to create a look. So I just suggest you apply like a lighter concealer. But I did get a lot of fallout, and I just have to be honest, you know, so just keep that in mind. These palettes do have a lot of kickback, so that's something I noticed when using this palette twice already. You do have to work with them a little bit more, but I just love how pretty the shadow looks, you know. Once you pack it in, you do create a really pretty look that doesn't look like you spent $10. So personally, I do like this palette. If I would recommend one out of the three, I would definitely stick to the $5 ones, because this one I feel like had the most pigmentation. Even the darker red colors had a lot of pigmentation, so this one has to be one of my favorite ones. And then when it comes to second, I will probably reach for Nude Bliss the more. I can't even talk. But we have one last palette. This is the Starlet palette. Personally, me, I love the 35 eyeshadow palettes. They work amazing. So I created like a little green moment, and that's when I noticed like packing eyeshadow all over your lid when they're matte, it's just gonna take a lot of time and it's not gonna be super pigmented. So okay, I went ahead and started with this really pretty color called New Wave. It's like a peachy creamsicle color. So I applied that all over my crease, and then I went in with Envy, which is a really pretty matte green color. This is a really simple look, you guys. Really easy to do, really easy to blend. So I just did that and blended everything out. These two shades were perfectly fine. The shade that I struggle with a lot is this gray color in Candid. So that color, you guys, it's a really pretty matte army green grayish color, but applying it all over your eyes is just not gonna be that pigmented. You really do need to pack it in, use your fingers. It's just too much. So I wish the darker colors from Profusion palettes will work good, but let's say you're just looking for, you know, lighter colors, you're not trying to do like really pro looks, then you can and will like this palette. But if you're looking for rich, intense matte dark colors, they just ain't it, okay? They're just not. And then when it came to my inner corner, I just went in with the color First, which is a really pretty green spring grass color. Yeah, that's like the perfect way I can explain it. So that is my little tutorial using this, and this is my second time using this palette. It has a lot of pressed glitters, a lot of shimmers. The shimmers of this palette are really pretty. It reminds me a lot of the Mirage palette, the Sunkissed palette. I prefer this one way more than the Love Struck palette that I just reviewed. That one I haven't reached for a lot. This one is a lot prettier. Would I replace my Mirage and my Sunkissed with this one? No. I just really love the color story of those eyeshadow palettes, but this one is really pretty, and it's like a starlit palette, like stars, you know, earth tones. It's just really pretty, but they do take a lot of effort. Let me know if you guys want me to use this palette in another tutorial. And yeah guys, that is all when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. Let me know which one is your favorite one. Hopefully I explained everything, you know, perfectly fine for you guys to see if you guys want to purchase or skip. And then last but not least, you guys, I want to talk about this glitter palette. You guys know how much I love glitter. I always recommend this Pixie glitter palette. It's super good. I just love me some drugstore glitters. So this is my favorite one from Pixie, and I feel like Profusion is doing such a good job when it comes to pressed glitter. So they released a bunch of little palettes. My basic ass got the neutral one, you know, because it's me, okay? So I went ahead and got Topaz gems, and this one comes with a lot of neutrals, a lot of copper tones, extremely pigmented, you guys. They are so pretty. Just do not forget to use a glitter glue with this. But yeah, you guys, this is beautiful. Like, they're pigmented, they look beautiful on the eyes. I tried it out yesterday. Today I wanted to do glitter free, because girl, once you have glitter one day it gets everywhere, so I have to go and clean my whole makeup. But I'm really impressed with this, and this is something I would recommend because I think it's $8 and it reminds me a lot of the Pixie glitters. Pixie is a little bit more like harder glitter. I don't know how to explain it. Like, they're less creamier. This one, once you swatch it, it's like extremely creamy. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Look at that color, you see? And then I'll swatch this one from Pixie. I feel like Profusion is a little bit more intense. They're both gorgeous drugstore glitters. But yeah guys, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments below if you guys are going to be picking anything up. Me personally, if I had to rebuy something, I would definitely buy more of the glitter shades, because they do have blue and greens and other shades, and I feel like for $8 you do get good quality glitter, you know. So I would recommend that. And also the $5 palettes, it's something that really impressed me, which is why I went ahead and ordered the neon and the emerald one. So I'll let you guys know how that works. So yeah guys, all that being said, if you have made it to the end of this video, please comment below what you guys think, and also follow me on my Instagram for a chance to win a Starlet palette. I went ahead and picked one for you guys, you know, just to make your day a little bit brighter. So all you have to do is, like I said, like this video, comment below your Instagram handle, and make sure you guys are following me on my Instagram page, and that's it. I'll go ahead and pick a winner next week, so a week from when I post this video. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.